Welcome to Everbank Stadium, football fans in Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight, a fun one on tap for us. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Trevor Etienne to return this. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback. That high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
Oh, free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead right away. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. He connects on the extra point try. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. LaQuint Allen to return this. Good work so far. He's got room. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
The biggest mistake you can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
First carry now, this is Bashal Tutin. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Tutin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Now Lawrence on the play fake. He shovels this one forward. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
It's 2nd and 8. at the 46-yard line.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. They go play action. Lawrence. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be third and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. Now for the second time, we take a look at this Panther offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Young off 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Young. They're on him again, and he goes down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Here he goes, third and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Even on third and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force the throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
Now fourth down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. On the give, it's Tootin. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Tootin gets it from the gun. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Panthers bringing out a 5th defensive back on third. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. So that brings up 4th and long.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. And that incompletion won't help.
They'll send Logan Cook out again for the punt. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Shotgun snap now to Young. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That was Tedero McMillan he was looking for. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Oh, he's going to run for it. Shoots away from one. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player. As they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Slot man's in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd. Has him on the quick hitter. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. And send him over right. Throw here, 3rd down. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame. But that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. With the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. On play action now, Lawrence. Running right side. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Here's a screen for two. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
It's a gain of 6.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Lawrence working from the gun. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Logan Cook on to punt. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. Begins his return at the 16. He'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. The Panthers set to take the field. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Hubbard gets it to start the drive. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Ventrell Miller making that play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Young working from the gun. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
I know I don't have to tell you, Kate. You call basketball for a living as well, and you know shooters got to keep on shooting. Quarterbacks got to keep on throwing. But boy, 0 for 4, this has been a surprisingly slow start.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Brought in right side by McMillan. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10.
And just like that, he's on the board. Not a moment too soon, partner. They needed him to start connecting as soon as possible.
Kate, they've not disguised what they want to do. Passing game has been just really prevalent. The numbers have been called. Yeah. But finally, as you said, their first completion.
From the pistol, it's Young. Look at all this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
3rd down now, Jaguars going nickel. To the air yet again, Young. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Sam Martin on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Inside give here for Tootin. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
That's a throw at this level with so much speed and length. You got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Jacksonville in punt formation. Panthers with Trevor Etienne deep to return. The Carolina offense headed out now. And this is certainly on a silver platter for him, isn't it, Brock? Just 3 yards from the end zone. Now the punt return nearly didn't. The offense getting a chance to find the end zone here themselves. It's 1st and goal. Hubbard has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers pull that in front further, 13-zip. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown.
Kate, to put this first quarter in perspective a little bit, add a little context, you know what the single-season rushing touchdown record is? 28. 28 in 17 games. Well, LT did in 16 back in the day, but he's got 2 already here in the first quarter.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That one was intended for Travis Hunter. So it'll be 2nd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. And off to Tootin. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Let's see what they went with on third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Brought in along the sideline, just need an official ruling, and they said catch. Great play.
It's a gain of 21
What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
First down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Tootin on 1st and 10. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10.
Kid, it really
at the
is pretty simple.
42-yard
If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. The give here to the motion man. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. And let the cover guys go shut it down.
This is running out of gas, and it's going to be short. Looked like they had issues with that snap. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
Hey, whether it's a good hold or not, the process is the same for that kicker. He's going to catch some unfair blame on this one, Kate, because it was the snap that just set everything off. Not accurate enough, and that left the holder scrambling to try to get his job done, and none of them, unfortunately, could.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure coming. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. And going play action. Young. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Rush coming for Young. Sends this to the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 20-zip lead.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers push their lead to 21-zip already.
Jaguars nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. This is Allen to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
The Jaguars in a punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now, Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Yeah, he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Young. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Handoff out of the pistol. Here's Hubbard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Panthers have taken the early lead. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nickel look by the Jaguars here, third down. Here he is on third and short. He's going for it himself. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
From the red zone now. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for Teneroa McMillan that time. So now it'll be second and goal.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. It's a Bryce Young touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Point after is up and through. And the Panthers grow their lead yet again.
28. Jaguars nothing.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
For Carolina.
Tootin now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Tootin headed left. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. It's dropped underneath. Tootin. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
It's a dime look defensively from the Panthers. Third down coming. Motioning him from the slot right. Third down, Lawrence to throw. Pass caught. It's Hunter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Now Lawrence finds the in route complete. As Brings it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Back to the air. Lawrence. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. 2. Will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here he goes on the boot. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Third and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here. Motion man sent left. Lawrence on 3rd and goal. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Such a promising drive and just a couple snaps ago, but now back-to-back sacks, drop backwards, and this field goal, well, it's not a gimme anymore. Gotta hope you can knock it through and salvage some points out of a series that went so wrong.
Cam Little getting the call on 4th down here to put 3 up for the Jaguars. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Little knocks it through, and that lowers the gap to 25 points.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, this is ETN. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. There has been nothing that can stop them, so going to end in a touchdown as well. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Here's Hubbard on the give. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Young to throw it. Now set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On third down, it's Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. Third time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. Parker Washington to return this for the Jags. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Lawrence looking to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Man downfield, and Myers has it. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They go play action. Lawrence. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Lawrence facing 3rd and long. As the open man downfield. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Here's a screen for Tootin. And they take him down right along the 30.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. A run here with Tootin. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Bringing Hunter left. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, he made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. So now it's 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. It's a 38-yard look here.
A 38-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And it shrinks to a 3-score game again. The lead 22.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, this is ETN. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Panther offense headed out to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Hubbard. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Young throwing here. Dumps it underneath. Hubbard. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's nets him the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Young on the play action. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
To the air yet again. Young. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Sam Martin on again now to punt it away. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's going to keep it this time. Lawrence goes into a slide before that hit can arrive with enough for a 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
We've set it down from 37. 1st down throw, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. He can't hang on to the pass. And now it's 3rd and short.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football. It is a part of the game, even for the very best. Nothing more to do about it now than shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be coming right back your way.
3rd and 1, Lawrence to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Lawrence with it on 1st. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to the air, Lawrence. Able to find Strange here. And he goes down a little short of the 40.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Cam Little getting the call on 4th down here to put 3 up for the Jaguars. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this is no good from this distance. Issues on that snap are going to doom you every time. And that miss follows the pattern of how well things have gone for them here.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Panthers headed out on offense again just before halftime. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st.
2nd down.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on 2nd. Now it's Young. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. From the pistol, it's Young. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
True story, Kate. After practice one time, your head coach in the NFL said, "I'm done with my fault. I'm done with my bad. No more of that tapping on your chest." That was an example of the quarterback delivering a perfect pass and the receiver, do your job.
And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Design run for Lawrence. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. This is Allen to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Jacksonville has its offense out there to start this third quarter. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. With it. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Lawrence working from the gun. Into traffic, complete! And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
16 yards.
That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
They send a man in motion. Lawrence now off the play action. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
4 yards. That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field and tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
And drawn up here for Lawrence. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
You know, Kate, most of the offenses I've been around love code words in the run game. And for draws, it's usually a D word, Denver, Dallas. I'll tell you what else. Add a D word to the defense, because when you hit them with a draw like that, it puts doubt in their mind of how upfield they can get.
They send the tight end in motion. 2nd down here to 2. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Little knocks it through, and it only does a little against the deficit, which drops to 19.
He's happy to bring them 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, this is ETN. The Panthers set to take the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. That's caught by Hubbard. And he's brought down at the line.
Simply put, Kate, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards, that's a pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Escapes the pocket. Making the call himself. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Young looking to throw. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. He started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Stopped by Foye Oluokun.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Carolina in punt formation. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. On the give, it's to This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. A gain of 15 there. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws, they'll find a drop at some point, too.
Gets it from the gun. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Here's a screen for 2. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On now comes their punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Carolina offense headed out now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Now Young. He keeps it and takes off.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Young throwing here. And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
On 3rd down, it's Young. All the time in the world. He's going to run for it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. We have an injured player down there. Looks like it's a member of the Panthers in some discomfort. First down now, ball at the 33. Throwing off the play fake. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
3rd down now. Jaguars going nickel. Third and long for him here. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know you got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, anytime you see a player tapping his chest, I'm not a great lip reader, but I know exactly what that says. My bad. My fault. Quarterback delivers him a good ball. He knows that's one he should have caught.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game, and failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. And going play action. Young. That's complete. Sanders has got it out right. And he gets back to the line, but no more. An injured player out there after the snap, and the medical staff quickly out to him. And that is Geno Smith that they're headed for. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Young. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Man in motion here. They'll air it out on 3rd. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They'll bring out the punter here. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Completes another one to Thomas. And he's going to be stopped just shy of that first down marker at the 22.
Thomas Jr. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Lawrence here running the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. This time he's looking to throw. Oh, hot and quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Lawrence throwing here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there, an awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Lawrence looking to throw. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punting unit out now. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw. Pulled in by Tommy Trumbull. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
They go play action on 1st down. That's incomplete left side.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football, even from the best at every level. Nothing more to do but shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be right back your way.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Back to the ground they go. Hubbard. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Back now, pressure coming. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
They'll work against the blitz. Let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
A 45-yard attempt.
Rough snap. He did not get much into it, and this is going to wind up short. And this stays a 19-point game.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
Now the Jaguars getting set to go. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Inside give here for Tootin. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
He was brought down by Trevin Wallace. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and...
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Extra DB out there for the Panthers. 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. That is incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one a rare miss. That's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Look at that. No worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Lawrence working from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash.
6-yard attempt.
This is running out of gas, and it's going to be short. Looked like they had issues with that snap. And this stays a 3-possession game.
I know there's golfers out there, Kate, that love to play this game as well. And any golfer knows, hey, man, at the turn, no matter how bad that front side was, there's still a chance, right? There's still another hole, still another opportunity. You write that script of hope. Kickers are kind of like golfers, right? They're always thinking of the next one. But unfortunately, with that miss, well, this scorecard's going to end up ugly.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They run again with Hubbard. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6. And the
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10 from the 43. Hubbard again. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
the line of scrimmage.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary?
At the
That's it.
Jaguars' 44-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Enough on a pistol. Here's Hubbard. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 41. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
So out now comes the punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. And not his best punt here. He drives it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. Escapes the defender, and he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Lawrence to throw it. Here's a screen for Tootin. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
1st and 10 from the 32. Handoff to Tootin. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. Now Lawrence. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Motioning Myers right. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
Now can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Rookie Myers, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
13 yards.
Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Run again. Here's Lawrence. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
It's 2nd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Big game coming, and Thomas snags another. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Back to the air, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Third and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Cam Little getting the call on fourth down here to put 3 up for the Jaguars. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they get a smidgen closer as it's down to 16.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
Cam Little.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Hubbard with a return here. He's got a lane up past the 30. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Hubbard gets it to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
He's tackled at the
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Hubbard quick on the draw. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that will bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. All set to go now from the 35. First and 10, it's Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Putting a receiver in motion. To the air on 3rd and long. And that one's So now they're facing fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on fourth. They'll throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Good for a Panthers first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Hubbard on the give. They're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 from the 32. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. I'll throw it. Now he takes it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for our Panthers. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and goal, Hubbard. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out.
A gain of 3.
They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Options are open here. This is 2nd and inches. Gets it again. And this time he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers have likely locked up the win right there. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this other than simply splendid?
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. No problems on the extra point there. And the Panthers stretch the lead to 23.
Jaguars 12.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Carolina.
This is Allen to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Jaguars and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. From the shotgun, Lawrence finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Now it's Lawrence. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
Once again here, 2nd and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Panthers bringing out a 5th defensive back on 3rd. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Up the middle, Hubbard. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Counterplay, Hubbard. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still third down.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He's drawn up for him. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.